Well, hello there, everybody. My name is Patricia Kerins, and we are here tonight to discuss in our wise, womanly ways and our light talk things that are of the moment, things that are really happening right now out there. And we're sharing that with you. And my compatriot in all of that is the lovely Joanne Bracken.
Oh, how are you today, Patricia?
I'm
Good to be
fine.
here.
It's good to see you. And I have to share with our listeners and viewers that we've actually been laughing far too much, which means that we've got to calm down a little bit.
Yes. Is that possible to laugh far too much? I don't know. I think it's great. It definitely raised our energy and our frequency. I think that was all planned.
Definitely did. Definitely did. Okay, so Joanne, I'm going to tell you first of all what our subject matter is tonight. I nearly forgot that. And the subject matter is think big. And Joanne will explain in a moment or two how she came up with that. And then you're going to do the invocations, yeah?
I am going to do an invocation to
And then
start us off.
yeah, and then we'll see where it goes, right? This
Okay.
is not scripted, as we know.
It's non-scripted. I mean, both Patricia and I really prefer, I think, to be vessels for spirit. That
Yeah.
we like to open up to whatever spirit wants to share. And so I think we both have committed ourselves to allowing spirit to speak through us. We are the voice for them. And so we set our intentions beforehand to allow them to work through us. So what I'll do is this opening invocation, and that'll help us to get centered and just ready to dive into whatever conversation our guides have for us today. How's
Indeed.
that? Okay.
Excellent. Thank you.
All right. So let's take a moment and close your eyes if you're comfortable with that. But this is a time just to get centered, to focus on your breathing. So take a deep cleansing breath. Breathing in the light of the divine, calling in the light of the divine. And just imagine what happens to your energy field, how you feel, if you perceive anything shifting as you call in that light. And take another deep breath, pulling all of your attention into your heart center, allowing your body to just relax for a while, just a little while, and let go. There's no need to focus on anything other than being here right now. Allowing the light to flood into you, the light from source, to move down from above, from the heavens, from source. This beautiful crystalline, kind of opalescent light that has all the colors in it, filling your entire body from head to toe. And as that happens and continues to happen, imagine that you have grounding roots coming all the way down from your tailbone that flow down into the earth, piercing the mantle of the earth, moving down deep and deep, sending that root or roots all the way down into the center of Mother Earth, connecting with her own heart center. You might imagine a very large, beautiful ruby crystal or a stone of some kind, or rock, that your root connects with, wraps around with, and Mother Earth provides this grounding for you as you are also being filled with the light. And you are being fed with the light from above as well as the light from Mother Gaia. But imagine the energy from Gaia coming up through that root of yours, moving up and up, coming back up through your feet, moving all the way up into your heart space. And her light, the earth light, is joining with the light from the heavens in your own heart center, bringing balance and harmony, very key words for this time we're in right now. And just breathe deeply into that heart space where those lights dance together. Know that you are safe, secure, held in the light, that all is well in your world right now. And so it is.
So it is.
So just take a deep breath, and when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Be fully alert and ready to go.
Lovely. Thank you.
Thank you. So we decided, or I got the message to choose another card as we did the last time for our first session to see what spirit would like us to talk about. And here's one of the cards. Sorry, I didn't have it right in front of me, but here's the oracle card that's called Dream Big. I don't know if you can read that. It says, let go of small thoughts about yourself. See yourself succeeding. And so I pulled that, but before that, I had also pulled from the tarot deck that I have the card that is the Two of Cups, which is a masculine and a feminine figures coming together, each holding a chalice, and they have the healing sign above their head. And so I got, okay, this is about partnership, relationship of all kinds. And so I thought, okay, here's Dream Big also. And I thought, well, how do those two work together? So maybe that's about we've thought too small, or we've thought of ourselves in relationship in maybe a one down position, or not always coming into balance with each other. And the reason this came up now is that we have this big lunar eclipse on Monday, this coming Monday, the 25th, and it's a lunar eclipse in the sign of Libra, which is all about relationships, balance, harmony, equality, justice, all these themes. So I thought, well, what a great jumping off point for us. And eclipses ask us to let go of something that isn't working for us anymore, and then to call in our higher expression. So you thought you would like to talk about what that dream big or think big energy it's all about, and maybe we could tie it in with this eclipse and things. So what would you like to share?
Okay, thank you for that, Joanne. Great subject. Because when I hear the expression think big, I automatically think on creative visualization, empowered divine visualization, and creating your own reality. And doing that, having acknowledged all the little blocks and things that play out through our whole field of energy. Obviously, many of us have worked studiously at getting rid of a lot of those, but that's always a work in progress. So we just need to keep filtering that and asking for help to do so. But you know, I'm saying unscripted, but they actually did come in. It was only about half an hour before we came online, but they just quite often they do it. They go boom, 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 boom.
I think that's great.
Have to share this with you. So
Well, and that's a good point, because we're in partnership with spirit. We're very clear that we don't want to just be going blah, 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 blah from our own egos. We are in partnership with spirit. So that's perfect.
So it's a divine partnership. And
Yes.
that was the message. And I love this actually. Think God and thank God. That
Ah,
was the statement they started with. And I thought, oh, love this. And
yes.
then the next one was merge with God. Because let's face it, if we're going to think big in what we're doing, what you've just been saying triggered more stuff for me. So I'll share that in a moment. But
Mm-hmm.
what they were saying was surrender yourself to the source of all that is. So we're talking about releasing and we're talking about letting go. Well, how about it, chaps and chapesses? Why don't we actually let go? Really just hand over and say, you know, please take my burden up and deal with it. Whatever it is you're all worrying about or you're anxious about or concerned about, hand it over and let God, or whatever about it, I use God. Some people say creator or whatever. It's
Mm-hmm.
up to you. So that was the first thing. Then I got focus with love. So the focus, where you're focusing, where your energy is directed, is what you are going to create. For example, you and I have been talking about this wee program here for months, and we kept saying, time's not right, time's not right. I'm doing this, I'm having that, I'm in hospital for this.
Right. No, that was the first.
So, you know, and then the time became evident when that was going to happen. So focus is important. And then the word, empower your words with the God force. You know, make sure that your language has to be positive, surely. It's not about not acknowledging what else is going on, but
Right.
it's just allowing that positivity to come in and really empower it with love. We've just got to keep doing that because we
Mm-hmm.
have to do it with our thoughts. Yeah. So we're looking at focus, we're looking at our words, we're looking at our thoughts and our visions and keeping them positive, keeping them on line with the God force, I call it, or
Yes.
God's wisdom, because that's pulsating through every cell in our body. I mean, I really find this subject exciting because it's about your DNA, because we can reprogram our DNA, we can shift our DNA.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that to me is exciting, and we can let go. We can let go of these wee sore throats because we need to do that, you know. And you can, you have to command it to go. And so, you know, these are the things. Then we have to self-monitor. We have to keep saying to ourselves, well, I'm on track here. Did I just deviate and go into my lower energy or whatever? I think you become more aware of when you're coming off the main line, as it were. We've got
Mm-hmm.
to self-empower. Yeah. The power is within us. It's not in my husband. It's not in my uncle or my aunt or my mum or anybody else. It's
Mm-hmm.
here. I'm answerable to me and God. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And emit joyous emotions into whatever you're creating. So, for example, if you're thinking, oh, I want a new house, and you're thinking, oh, maybe I'll get a new house tomorrow, you know, and instead of I'm going to get a new house and I'm going to do this and that and the next thing, you know, and really, as we were doing before we came on and you said it, we raised the vibrations with our laughter, with our lightness. That's what we're all about here. And
Yes.
we said, blah, we'll just say blah, 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 blah. And I
Mm-hmm.
said, because what we're doing here in our half hour is transmitting very positive energy, which is going
Yes.
to arrive with every listener. So actually what we're saying, whether it's blah, 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 or la, 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 actually doesn't matter.
It's the energy behind it, right?
So we're self-monitoring, we're self-empowering, we're taking, you know, look at your life and think, well, who did I give my power away to? And who do I still give it away to? You know, people that you allow to take your energy. You know who they are. I don't, but
I know
you,
exactly who they are.
right,
And
exactly.
they're on notice.
Okay, that sounded good. So you have to emit your joyous emotions into your blood and into your DNA. Take responsibility for your DNA. Don't say, oh, well, I'm going to get this because my granny's granny had it, you know, in 19 canteen. Just because you have a genetic connection does not mean
No,
you're going to carry stuff through. So
that's
stop saying that kind of thing, you know.
exactly. Yeah, it's about being conscious of
Uh,
everything that's coming through us
hmm,
and holding ourselves in the light at all times as much as we can.
absolutely.
Um, because our first relationship, of course, we have a relationship with our creator, however we define that. If you believe that, not everybody believes in that, but
No,
we do for sure. And I think the people that we attract do.
absolutely.
But
Both of
also our first responsibility
them.
for our health and happiness is right here. It's to us. This
Yeah,
is our primary relationship. And if
that's
we
right.
give that away, um, what does that do to us? It disconnects us. It brings us down.
Yeah,
We feel like we're less than and we're not able to dream as big as we'd like to because we put ourselves on a lower level.
that's right. And remember that because I've been in hospital a lot with one health thing after another. It's stopped now, thank heaven. But I really had to stand in my power when I was in hospital. And I won't go into it in great detail, but there are certain things I will not take pills for, I will not take injections for, I just don't do it. My body is sovereign. And I had to make them aware of that. And
Yeah,
it's like, oh, but you can't say that. I'd say, I just did. I am saying that. You're not doing that. And that, I mean, sometimes inside I was shaking with bravery because consultants have a very high opinion of themselves, and I don't knock them. They're all very clever people. But you know what? I'm the consultant with my body. I am the authority.
that's right.
What's here? Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Taking your power back. And the last thing I got from them was taking responsibility. You've just said that, Joanne, and it is with that awareness, with the level of awareness that we're working with. We really need to watch what we're eating and drinking and all these different things.
Yes, and watching on the television and on YouTube. And I found that I've had to have a little, come to Jesus meeting with myself, I think, because I spend a lot of time watching YouTube videos, and a lot of it is like it might be political stuff.
Yeah.
And I realize you have to cut that. I may not cut it out completely because I'm curious, but not to take a bath in it all the time and to like so saturate myself with that level of earthly drama
Yeah,
that may get my blood running for a little time, but it's not in a good way. It's not positive. It's not healthy. And so I'm learning to really consciously make an effort to put that stuff on the side. It's not where I want to live.
no,
And as you
I,
said, where our attention goes, the energy flows, and
right.
where do we want that to go? I am my primary partner and responsibility. So I have to feed myself. And a message had come through me a while ago about the importance of really examining every single thing you put in your environment and in your body, whether you
Yeah,
eat it, drink it, watch it, bathe in it, whatever it is. So what is it that we really want to gift ourselves with in that
absolutely.
way?
I agree with you, Joanne. And yeah, that's great awareness. And really it is about people increasing their awareness, isn't it? So
Yeah.
basically that's all I got. Just came down lump, but then you were talking about something else. Can't remember what it was now. Oh, I know what it was. It was balance. And that's coming into me so strongly just now because I'll tell you what's happened, what I believe has happened anyway. Um, we've been working a lot on the divine feminine, in the mind, body, spirit world, if you like.
Yes.
It's all about divine feminine. Oh, the divine feminine's been left behind, la, la, la. Well, what I'm getting strongly is that the divine masculine is totally out of control. is not fulfilling his role
Mhm.
within society, within governments, because you know what, the prime role, I think, of the divine masculine is really to make things happen in a
Mhm.
good and positive way for good, for the healing of all, as it were.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the various governments I'm more familiar with, because I'm a bit like you. I am a political person, apparently. Um, and I notice that these guys just shove everything down the road and they don't do them, and they're putting it off. Now, take the extreme side of that is a war that is not being terminated the way it should be. Well, there are two we know of, and because of that, thousands of people are being sacrificed
Mhm.
because the divine masculine is not taking appropriate action.
Correct.
And also, I look at the political parties and things like that. So many men, just looking at the United Nations today, a lot of men, and may I say, a lot of older men, says she in her 70s. But that, and they're trying to preserve a paradigm, it seems to me, that belongs to the past.
That's right.
And women can come in, if they're allowed in, they'll come in with their love, with their compassion. And they're not
Yeah.
all like that, but they will be more like that.
Mhm.
And bringing in the softness, the kindness, and the equality that we're crying out for. So I pray a lot for the divine feminine, masculine too, but principally the feminine. And I'm going to shift that emphasis. I'm really going to start praying now for every man on this planet to restore, I think, their self-respect, because if they seem to spend their life planning how they're going to kill each other and things like that. I know I'm being very broad brush here. Not
Right.
everybody's married to a very soft chap, but you know, it's a great pity that that imbalance has come in at all. And
Yes.
more women, and I'm looking at America and that, I'm thinking, you could have lots of ladies in there, very clever women. And I don't mean the ones, some of them have agendas that aren't so good, but that has to be weeded out. But there is a reckoning coming. I can
Mhm.
say that in all honesty. My feeling is there is a huge shift, a huge recalibration coming in.
Yes.
It will change a lot of things. Hopefully, that will be one.
Yes. Well, the pendulum is swinging. We were ruled by the patriarchy for thousands of years. And then so we're in this change over to reclaim the divine feminine.
Yeah.
And it's a struggle. The masculine energy seems to want to clamp down and not allow her to take her rightful role. And that's all part of the balance in this planet. We've got to have both healthy and
Yeah.
balanced and strong. And right now, this pendulum is swinging wildly
Yeah.
between the two. And eventually, like my prayer is that the pendulum comes to center and
Yes.
there isn't this wild acting out on either side, that we're working in harmony together. And so that's my dreaming big right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Yeah. And I echo that. And it's fear, I think, that dictates the masculine reaction to women, because they're fearful of us,
Right.
because they know how powerful we are.
Yes.
Behind every successful man, they say, is a very powerful woman.
Well, we gave birth to them.
That's
It's like
so it's beautiful.
so yeah, that often strikes me. It's like all some of the negative things I hear about, the masculine side, what it's saying about the women, and how in some ways it seems like they want to take us backward about
Yeah.
100 years.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm
Yes.
like, but do you not understand that we're the ones that gave you life? Where's,
They do. I think they do. And I think that intimidates them, you see.
yes,
It creates that fear, oh gosh, they are so powerful. What am I doing? You know, what do I do? Support, love, nurture, all those things should be coming in and protecting. I mean, the male
exactly.
wants to protect.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we've gotten ourselves pretty screwed up. However, let's go back to the very beginning of this, Joanne. Thank God and thank God and merge with God. And it's all of that that what I've just described as challenges, if you like, God has it in hand. I don't have any doubt about that. I've always
Yes.
messaged that the light has already won and that it is in hand. I'm just going all busy as I'm saying that. And so that's what I was saying. Whatever it is, this is going to happen. People are
Mhm.
talking about 3 days of darkness. I don't know about that. Have you heard anything
Yes,
about
I
that?
have. I started hearing about that back in the early 90s, I think.
Yeah,
And then it kind of fell off my radar, but it's been picking up again. So something is up with
yeah,
that. But it's a
yes,
reset. It's, we're being led through all these resets now
yeah,
because we need it.
absolutely. Well, I'm praying more than ever, and um, I think I'm not meditating as much. It is more prayer uh, for more positive outcomes.
Hmm.
But at the same time, also detaching because we can't, we just need to do that, maintain a distance from it too.
Yes.
Because we all have to, and those that are listening that are attracted to our energy, those that are listening, we've all got a big job to do. We all agreed to be here at this time. It's not
Yes.
easy. It's not easy to hear, see what's going on. And we have to be ready, I think. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I think that's what we're doing. And what we're offering here is our gift to help people maybe get a little more tuned up and, able to handle these massive energies that are coming through for us.
Yeah, I agree with you totally.
Yeah. So here's a question for you. We only have like 2 more minutes. Could you bring through a little message?
Mm-hmm. Okay, just close your eyes. Let's everybody close eyes. Tune into your own heart and breathe really deeply. Beloveds, forget not that I am with you, and I am with you always, and I am protecting you, and I am breathing you, and I am loving you. So walk hand in hand with me, for I will guide you and I will lead you. And I will lead you onwards and upwards through the different vibrations and frequencies until we reach the light and love of the source of all that is creator. For I am Sananda. I am Yeshua, Jesus. And it's coming up to my time, Easter time. And I want you to know that I am rebirthing at this time. And I will be back more empowered than ever before. Your healing abilities will go up and up and up. The days of the fall are far, far behind us now as we rise up in love, divine, holy love. Beloved, it's been my pleasure to share these words as a representative of this divine masculine of which you speak. And so go forward, beloveds, and love the masculine in your life more and more and more. Begin with your own masculine energy and marry it. Make that spiritual marriage to your feminine. Make that spiritual marriage with them. Beloveds, I am that I am.
And how about offering a tone to really send that beautiful Sananda message out to everyone's hearts for balance, for the union, the sacred marriage within to be anchored. How's that? So just receive this transmission of light and sound from the highest levels of spirit into your hearts. Oh. My peace I leave with you. My peace I give you wholeheartedly. Be blessed. Be blessed. And so it is.
So it is. Thank you, beloved.
Mm.
Beautiful.
Oh, thank you. That was lovely.
You, just to say to people if they can't hear because the sound can cut out a bit, just know that we're toning, we're sending the vibrations. My tone was very low there. I could hardly hear it. So, but it's going out to you all.
Yes.
And shifting your energy. So
yes, we're dreaming big of big microphones that better communicate this.
It's like JPL. Some kind of amazing truck.
Yes, exactly. Well, thank you, Patricia. This was such fun and beautiful energy. And thanks to all who listened and who support us in this new venture that we are on together.
Truly blessed. Thank you so much.
And I will remind us that at some point, maybe the next one, we'll do this live on YouTube. And we'll let everybody know on our Facebook pages and other groups we belong to, so that if you have a question that you'd like to ask or something to contribute, we would invite you to do that as well.
That would be really good. I think people will love that.
I think so too.
Okay,
All
we
right.
remember to tell your friends if you've enjoyed it and to subscribe.
Yes, please.
Help us build the platform a bit.
Like and subscribe and share. Those are the key words now. We're learning YouTube speak.
We're learning.
All right. We'll see you all later.
Bye.
Bye-bye for now.